So here we are at Tuscan Kitchen Market in Burlington with the man himself, Joe Faro. Joe, since you are the chief food taster of Tuscan Brands, I figured let's taste some food, okay?
Absolutely, let's do it.
When I come in for dinner, which as you know is fairly frequently here, lobster ravioli to me is like every time I come, I'm getting lobster rav. So give me the whole story behind them, preparation, everything.
The lobster ravioli is a signature dish. I mean, I've been making lobster ravioli for 25 years. The base of our lobster ravioli is, of course, local New England lobsters. I mean, we actually go to Seabrook Harbor and we buy fresh lobsters, locally caught, and we bring them back to Tuscan Market and shuck them. I'm telling you, tail meat, knuckle meat, claw meat, it's fresh, it's fantastic, it's aromatic, and we put that with some hand-dipped ricotta, a little bit of lemon zest, and we wrap that in a very thin pasta, and then we serve that with a very simple, we call it a burro fuso. It's a very simple butter sauce. We make a basil pesto fresh with basil that we grow outside the back of the market, and we do a little bit of blistered cherry tomato. It's fantastic. Very simple. It's very fresh. It's awesome.
Yeah, you have that silkiness from the pasta, that sweetness from the lobster.
Absolutely.
All right, so here's the lobster. Now let's do the surf and turf, all right? I want to go for a steak because you can go for a serious steak here at Tuscan.
You can go for a serious steak at Tuscan. It is a 28-ounce, dry-aged, long bone ribeye.
This thing's a beast.
It's a beast. We butcher all of our own meat at Tuscan Market. We have an in-house butcher that does all that. We dry age that 21 days. We wood grill it at 900 degrees, okay? And it's served in a beautiful copper pot with rosemary potatoes, a little bit of seared broccolini, and some extra virgin olive oil from Sicily. It's spectacular.
Now that is a serious entree, but you can get your meat on even just as you walk in the place. I mean, you have the great bread, and then to me, I always like to start with a nice little antipasti, and you guys are now doing salumis, and talk about our artisan, authentic Italian. You're making all this stuff.
We make everything, but we're so proud of our salumificio. Salumificio is an aging room where you age all of your own salami. So we actually have thousands of pounds hanging in that aging room. I mean, we have Genoa salami, spicy calabrese, we have our own truffle salami, finocchiona with fresh fennel, absolutely spectacular. We age it for anywhere from 2 months to 8 months. We make our own pancetta, our own coppa. It's a real passion, and it's something that we're super proud of.
Yeah, when you put all that stuff on just one board, throw some cheese on there, I'm a very happy man.
Our own mozzarella too.
Of course you do. Now, when you walk in, this is one of those restaurants that literally it's like the moment you walk in, it's one of the best smelling places ever because you got that open kitchen, there's a lot of action going on. But in terms of aroma, you're doing a gnocchi dish, which is just spectacular. This wild boar gnocchi. Wow.
So the wild boar is something that we picked up on one of our many visits from Tuscany because there's so many wild boar running around in those vineyards. And one of the winemakers said to us, we have a very special relationship with the wild boar. All summer long, we feed them, and in the fall, we kill them, okay?
All right, that's one way to put it.
So we actually, we braise that boar shoulder for 6 hours, okay, with mushrooms, red wine, and then it's a very, very rich, very complex dish. And then we add to that a homemade truffle mascarpone-filled gnocchi.
Yes.
Super light, super rich, just very, very delicate. And then we shave on top of that some pecorino tartufo cheese, the sheep's milk cheese infused with black truffle.
Right.
It's absolutely fantastic. You can only get it at Tuscan Kitchen. It's one of my favorite dishes.
And I understand why. Everything is so well thought out. It is so well prepared. And this is the guy that is behind it all, Joe Faro. You got to come into this place. It is Tuscan Kitchen Market right at the District in Burlington. You can find this one and their other locations, Salem, New Hampshire, coming to Portsmouth, coming to the Seaport, TuscanBrands.com.